Hello everyone. I'm so glad to say that the beta is officially here and it's amazing. If you haven't played the beta or you're waiting for the game to release, you're seriously missing out. It's so much fun and what we get to experience is beyond what we could have imagined. So if you don't know, the beta includes the Homecoming story mission, the Inverted Spire Strike, the Crucible mode's countdown and the new control on the brand new maps, and we get to use all 3 of the new subclasses. So in regards to the new subclasses, I want to go over all the new supers and their skill trees. Let's start off with the new Titan subclass Sentinel. If you ever wanted to be Captain America, your dreams are finally coming true. The super is the Sentinel shield and it's fantastic. When activating your super, you get a shield that you can block and bash your enemies with, or you can throw it at them. It's really fun because it bounces off walls, so maybe you can get a nice clip while trying to be like Cap himself. The grenades are the same with the addition of the Void Wall grenade. So you still have the magnetic grenade and the suppressor grenade. However, sticky grenades no longer one-shot. Moving on to the class ability, you have the Towering Barricade, where you create a large barrier to reinforce a position to cover from enemy fire, and then there's Rally Barricade, where you create a smaller barrier that you can peek over while aiming down sights, and it instantly reloads your weapon when taking cover. Taking a look at the jumps, we have High Lift, Straight Lift, and Catapult Lift. They're pretty much the same as before, but instead of moving forward, they propel you up, so I guess you can say goodbye to Titan Skating. The first skill tree or block we have is the Code of the Protector. The first perk is Rallying Force, where your melee kills restore health for you and nearby allies. Then we have Turn the Tide, where your overshield from defensive strike lasts longer and increases melee damage and reload speed. Next we have the Ward of Dawn, and you basically just hold down L2 and R2 to generate the bubble, and it does give you Arm of Light, so that's pretty cool that they brought back at least one of those perks. And lastly we have Defensive Strike. When you melee someone, you get an overshield for you and nearby allies. I'm not really sure how close you have to be, but I would think that you would have to be pretty close by. The other block is the Code of the Aggressor. The first perk is Shield Bash, where after sprinting for a short time, you use your melee to bash your enemies with the shield, disorienting them. This is basically shoulder charge with your shield. Next we have Superior Arsenal, where grenade kills recharge your grenade energy. Then there's In the Trenches, where your cooldown for your super is reduced when you get kills while surrounded by enemies. The last perk we have is Second Shield, where you are able to throw an additional shield while your super is active. While looking at the Code of the Aggressor block, you can see that you need something called upgrade points to unlock the perks. Since this is just a beta, we don't know how to get these upgrade points or what activities they can drop from. Now let's take a look at the revamped Striker subclass. So the grenades are the same as before, and the jumps and class abilities are all the same across the subclasses. The super has changed however. It is now a roaming super where you can do multiple smashes for additional damage. The first block is the Code of the Earthshaker. The first perk is Aftershocks, where damaging enemies with Seismic Strike recharges your grenade. Next we have Magnitude, where you gain an additional grenade charge and it increases the duration of the grenade's effects. This is basically a built-in armamentarium. Then there's Terminal Velocity, where the longer you stay in the air, the more damage your Fist of Havoc does, and it leaves a damaging field after you activate it. It is the same as the Aftershock perk on Striker in Destiny 1. The last perk is Seismic Strike, which is just shoulder charge. Bungie did however reduce how much damage it deals by a significant amount. The other Striker block is the Code of the Juggernaut. The first perk is Frontal Assault. When you melee someone, your weapon reloads and the weapon's stability is increased. Then we have Reversal, where melee kills immediately trigger health regeneration. Next we have Knockout, where breaking an enemy's shield increases your melee range and damage. Lastly, we have Trample, where kills with Fist of Havoc extend its duration. Pretty self-explanatory. Each class gets an exotic weapon in the beta. When you first load into the game, depending on what subclass you use, towards the middle of the Homecoming mission, Shaxx allows you to go into his armory and pick a weapon. The Titans get the new auto rifle, Sweet Business. I'll go over the perks of the new weapons in another video. So all around, the beta is great, and if you're not playing it, you seriously need to. With all this amazing stuff we have to experience, the community is reporting small grievances here and there, but it is the beta, so things are bound to change. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.